The sun is setting on day one of the legal tampering period, and the Bengals, well, they're going to look much different in 2023, especially on defense. Let's react to Germaine Pratt staying and both safeties leaving on day one. Hi again, everyone, and welcome in to Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and yes, we are remote. I got to be honest, we're in Florida. We were trying to track down Jessie Bates, hoping to maybe say, hey, you know what? Maybe you should stay in Cincinnati long term. And instead, he became the fourth highest paid safety in NFL history. Let's start there, and we're going to give you all of our reaction throughout this process, throughout the legal tampering period, throughout free agency, and whether it's recap videos like this of day one, where admittedly, I know other things can happen after I record this video. I know it. But we got to react to what we know as of right now. And as of right now, Jessie Bates headed to the Atlanta Falcons. 4 years, $64.02 million. Adam Schefter had it first. I've been able to confirm that Bates is gone. We knew this. We knew this. I tried to prepare you. I don't think it really shocks anyone. But I think that what this is it's not just Bates leaving. It's Bates plus Bell. It's both B's. It's B squared. Vonn Bell leaving, going to the Carolina Panthers. And I think that surprised some people. And it surprised me. I thought that of the Bengals' big names going into free agency, I thought Vonn Bell was the most likely to return. I also thought there was a chance that his market would be hottest. And look, it's interesting because I think the Bengals might have looked at Vonn Bell and said, look, we think he's replaceable. We really value his veteran leadership. We really value all of these things that he brings to our defense. But from a defensive standpoint, there are other guys, Juan Thornhill. There are other guys in free agency. Heck, a John Johnson III from Cleveland could play that Vonn Bell box safety role. And so there are a lot of guys like that I think the Bengals could target as a veteran safety, a veteran presence alongside Dax Hill. And that's the part of this that I really want to hammer home, because there's been some panic, and I get it, and I understand it. But we knew Bates was leaving. We knew that there was a chance Vonn Bell would leave. And a few weeks ago, Lou Anarumo said that would be a dark, dark day. And it is. It's a dark day for him, because he's going to have to really put that mad scientist hat on and go to work in his laboratory. At the same time, I'm not shocked. Surprised a bit, not shocked that both guys are gone. And Bates, we knew it, ends up in Atlanta. He was in Atlanta a few weeks ago with his agent, David Mulligetta. I had reported about the Falcons being interested. Obviously, the Browns were in the mix as well. I know Albert Breer had the 49ers in the mix. This is what happens. And he was going to get paid somewhere. It wasn't going to be Cincinnati. We knew that. It was a foregone conclusion. The moment that he hit free agency, he was going to sign elsewhere. And it was just a matter of where. And so now we know. Vonn Bell, I think the Bengals made him an offer, but it wasn't. It was not that it wasn't a priority for them, but they weren't going to break the bank to keep Vonn Bell. And I think that's telling. I think that's telling because it shows you and me how they feel about him. So we'll see about Vonn Bell, how they replace him, what they do there. I do think it'll be a veteran. Juan Thornhill would be the guy for me, but a Cleveland who's missed out now on a Jessie Bates might look at Juan Thornhill and say, hey, let's go get this guy. And let's break the bank. And by the time you see this, Juan Thornhill might have signed somewhere. So I don't want to break, or say too many names here. And then the surprise, I think the biggest surprise of the day is the fact that Germaine Pratt is back. I think there was a scenario where you lose Vonn Bell, you lose Jessie Bates, and you lose Germaine Pratt. And instead you get Pratt back mostly because the linebacker market wasn't as hot as I think some expected. 3 years, $21 million. You sign up for that all day long. And that's not really going to impact Logan Wilson's future. I think that's the beauty of this deal. You look at it, and it's essentially a 2-year deal. And there's a real chance that year 3, if he plays well, you keep him, and you're still able to extend Logan Wilson or sign Logan Wilson to an extension next offseason, whether it's this offseason or next offseason. And you're not really worried about Pratt, and his contract because it's so reasonable. I thought he was going to get, a 4-year deal or a 5-year deal. And instead, 3 years, $21 million. I think it's such a reasonable offer by the Bengals, and it's a reasonable deal long term. I mean, that's going to look like a bargain. So I think that the Bengals home run there. We'll see what else they do. Obviously, the right tackle market, something we've talked about a lot. The Chiefs went crazy. I'm shocked that they landed a Jawan Taylor. They're moving him to left tackle. Now suddenly Orlando Brown is available. I don't think that the Bengals will be in on him. Who knows who the Bengals are in on from a right tackle perspective. Mike McGlinchey got a ton of money. We'll see there. Jermaine Pratt, we'll see if that's a guy that the Bengals express interest in of the Raiders. But it's been a wild time so far. And it's only been, as I record this, about 7 hours into the legal tampering period. We're going to have you covered. Rain, shine, doesn't matter. Like I said, whether I'm recording this from a parking lot like I am now, whether I'm recording it from my home office, we're going to have you covered during free agency. That's how we do it here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. Overall, I don't think the sky is falling yet. And I even tweeted, relax. Because it's real easy to look, you lose both starting safeties. Man, Jessie Bates has been such a huge part of what they've built. Vonn Bell, such a huge part over the past couple of years of that defense. Take a deep breath, relax. They drafted Dax Hill for a reason. We'll see if they can add another veteran safety. We're going to have you covered when they do, whether it's offensive line, safety, and so much more. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and don't panic. Everything is going to be just fine, Bengals fans. By the way, there's so many rumors from the Patrick Peterson thing where he ends up with the Steelers in Pittsburgh to Jamal Williams and the Bengals potentially being interested in him. Who knows what's going to come down next? Regardless, by the way, if it's Monday night, we're going to have you covered. If it's Tuesday, we're going to have you covered. So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and until next time, for Andrew Fox-Miller, our channel coordinator, I'm James Rapien, signing off for now on CBT, Cincinnati Bengals Talk.